Still working, standing up makes everything so much better. It's only a little bit cold here. So now I have a question. Do you know what I'm doing? And even more important question, what kind of footwear do you like or do you want? Because now you will see the genius Steve Jobs mindset who said that don't listen to people because they don't know what they need. They will tell you what they want, but that's not even good for them. So the main idea is that you probably answer this question, I want comfortable, stylish footwear. Okay, with stylish part we can agree, but with comfortable part we can't agree. Because our feet was designed to walk barefoot. And now you'll probably stop watching this video because you don't want to go back to caves. I can imagine all these pranks about people that promote natural lifestyle, like you're drinking water incorrectly. You can't use glass because you need to drink like dogs. Which is funny, but it's not true. You need to look at facts. First clue. If you put too much glue is not good. Not enough glue is even worse. And now the best part, pebbles. We will make pink 40, size 40, and then white 35, and then I just realized that they ordered just for women, so I guess it's selling more on the women's side. One question. How would you rate this from 1 to 10? Look, you are designed to walk barefoot, and this makes possible to get barefoot benefits, but still being stylish. You see Ooh, oh, that's crazy. I'm training to do a split, middle split. Ay. Oi, oi. That's not good. I'm training to do middle split and my legs are just in pain. And you see, if you want to achieve something, you need to go through a phase of pain, growth. That's actually the same, because diamonds are made under pressure. And everybody is looking just, oh, let's get comfortable shoes, but they don't know that with comfortable shoes, they're destroying their body. Maybe it feels nice at that moment, but it won't feel nice in 10 years. And that's the biggest concept for success. You need to delay gratification, because with Zaki Star flip-flops, if you have very soft feet, maybe you will not feel comfortable for the first 3 days. But after 1 week, when you adapt, you will feel great for the rest of your life. So now you can see the concept. You can suffer shortly in controlled environment, and then you are good for the rest of your life, or you can have comfortable experience for short period, and then you will suffer for the rest of your life. So these are actually the two options that you have. And most of the people prefer to take quick sugar, quick comfort. Just let's enjoy now. But they don't know that suffering will last much longer than discomfort. Because when you destroy your back, you will have back pain all the time. And you know what? When you step on the heel first, you put all the pressure on your bones, which causes back problems, back pain. And that's because of these comfy shoes. I don't have any shoe skill to show you, but if you have high platform on the sole, it forces you to step on the heel first because it's too big. And that's just terrible, terrible, against all bodies design. It's just sad that people never think about body when they're designing things. Because I started from different perspective. Even though I didn't expect so many good benefits out of this. But I knew that barefoot walking kind of should be healthy because it's normal. And then I realized it's 10 times better. Because today footwear is so terrible. Oh, blood circulation, muscles. And then you see, oh my God. Maybe I will have rest day today. I wanted to have rest day tomorrow, but I don't think I can train today. And also I think that most people just never take advantage of the power of the body. I think everybody should be like sportsmen in the first 20 years of their life. Just develop your body better, you appreciate body more, you are healthier. I think even your mental abilities develop better. Because for body, for example, to throw a ball in a basketball, you need to calculate so many things. It's much more complicated operation than to learn some mathematical equations or to solve some mental problems. At least if you compare it to school. primary school. So yeah, sport. Now if I achieve middle split, imagine that. I never had myself for a very flexible person, and then I decided 1 month ago, fuck you, I will make middle split. And now I'm training for 1 month. And it's just brother, it's just crazy. And the worst part is that I was listening to some people who can make middle split, and they said that the hardest part is at the end. Fucking boss. Is this Google Translator? Я говорю по-русски. Говорю. По-русски, потому что это похоже. Сколько стоит вертолет? Я поднимаю только половине. Что это? Я дизайнер. Like. Do bots like also? Because I think only like is like action that bots are not doing, I guess. Because they are leaving comments, useless comments, but I don't know if bots also like videos. But doesn't even matter that much because I need to work this anyways. I think that's the biggest win of my streaming, because everybody is streaming to get views, but I don't stream. I mean, of course I stream to get views. why not? But it's not like essential, you know. I'm not paid to get views. Most people then just do crazy stuff, or I don't even know why people watch live streaming if it's not like some sport events or something. I don't know. I never watch live streams. Maybe I watched only live stream of Donald Trump's speech when he was a president. I need to, and also if you look how long does it take to make a pear. Now I'm 13 minutes in and I created like half. So it's like 30 minutes just to create one pair of this, just pebbles. Then I need 15 to 20 minutes, even more. I need to prepare also, let's say another 30 minutes to make straps. So it looks like this. And then it takes also to put sole on. Another 30 minutes, let's say, or 20. It's very nice with streaming. like, it helps this channel a lot. So much. It helps if you like, if you subscribe. If I ask you just one little thing, if I ever ask you something, it's so funny. Carlo, I mean, he found a strategy, he's famous now. But it's so funny when he says, if I ever ask you something, and he asks this in every video. What? I did the wrong one. Oh my God. How is this possible? Yeah, not good, not good. I can feel that this rubber is not the same. It's crazy. This one will take a little longer. But it's not a problem because my next pair will be, where it is now? Will be this size. These are different sizes, different molds. Woohoo! People like flip-flops with pebbles. Maybe I should put here some flip-flops so you can actually see how they look. Or maybe like this. Ah. Now you can see what we do. Do you have any questions? You need to brush this on both sides just to make sure that the glue will work better, because if you don't do this, the glue can't hold really. Fitness. People go to fitness, but they don't. Oh, another like. Yeah. People go to fitness, but they don't know that just if you go in a horse stance, that you're in horse stance, it's for 2 minutes. And then you try to go down as much as possible. You can train everywhere. And if you have Zaki Star flip-flops, then you train with every step. Oh my God. You see, I'm working and I'm training at the same time. And then people say they don't have time. You don't need time, you have time. It's like even Steve Jobs had 24 hours. Now you can see how much little steps go into one pair of flip-flops that actually bring you some benefits. It's a lot of little steps. Now I can bring glue. I put rubber in mold. Now I will fill this with glue and then put pebbles on. Yeah, 23 minutes, 22 minutes. So it's around, and I made a little mistake. It's not really a mistake. Now I need to spread this so there is no air bubbles. Because if there is air bubble, now that I'm working this, it's almost winter, it's cold here. So when this will be in summer, air bubble will expand. Because you probably know that air expands because molecules have more energy. So you can't make any bubble, but when I put this over, you see it's easy to make a bubble here. So that's like the biggest challenge in this part is to move this around so it's everywhere even and without air bubbles. Because if you make air bubble in summer, this expands, and I saw examples what happens then. It's not pleasant. It just explodes. But kind of this can be prevented with careful work, and also when I will put pebbles on, pebbles go deep. So if everything is okay, pebbles will destroy air bubbles. And now I put too much glue, which is also not good. You would probably think, okay, you see, I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can, you see. This here is air bubble. So you can. It looked like it's all covered, but now I open it and you can see rubber inside. So glue never touched the rubber on this part, which is almost unimaginable, because when you look at this from this position, it looks like rubber glue is everywhere, but you see, it's not. not like that all the time. Okay, I guess now the work is done properly. Nah. These pebbles actually they shine in the dark. These are like maybe if you know when you went to school you had this bag or something that has this color that can light in the dark, and these pebbles are with the same color. Now they look white or green, but then they fill up on the sun, and when it gets dark they start to shine. The only problem is that they shine only for 3 hours, I think. I mean, better something than nothing, but still. I don't know if it's shining enough if it's dark outside and if you walk outside. I need to try one day because I'm afraid that they're just too, no, like I'm surgeon also. Sometimes you have like pebble that it's black, but I'm making pink flip-flops. I mean, it was not black, it's just like a mistake or something, and then I need to take it out. And also, I put pebbles from different parts of the world. If you are interested in traveling, or if you have a place where you want to return, or when you have a good like memories from, and you would like to have flip-flops with pebbles from there, there is one option that you collect pebbles there and send it to me. Or if I'm there, I can collect it myself. Like Mykonos, for example, I have pebbles from Mykonos. I created one pair with pebbles from Brazil because one customer is a big fan of Brazil, so he brought me pebbles actually from Brazil. This one is also from one customer that brought me pebbles to shine in the dark. One girl brought me Swarovski crystals, so I created Swarovski crystals. Everything can be done, custom made, handmade, whatever you want. Just for people to be healthy and happy and smart. Because today people are very stupid. I was listening to Alex Honnold. If you don't know him, I'm watching him climb since, I don't know, 10 years ago when he climbed El Capitan. It's like very hard climbing path, and he's climbing without any security, just free climbing. Now he's popular again because he climbed one building, of course, without any security or ropes or anything. And he said, I hate it so much when people say that I take stupid risk and that I risk my life. And he said, people who eat bad food or who don't eat healthy have higher risk of heart attack. So he said, at least I'm taking risk in what I'm enjoying, and that I know that it's risky because they're risking things like unhealthy lifestyle that will just kill you eventually, or in my case I can say that you are wearing bad footwear and you are risking your back health, knee health, hip health, and you don't even know that you are risking this. So he said that it's better to take calculated risk for something that you choose than to just take risk for something that you don't choose, but you are always at risk. I mean, always, almost always. It's like that quote, choose your heart, you probably heard that. Because it's hard being fat. Fat people will say, oh, yeah, it's hard, you don't have energy, you're tired fast, you can't walk, everything is painful. But also, now that I train for middle split, it's also hard, It's always hard, it's always risky, you will die eventually. And people think that they just can ignore. They can ignore risk, but you can never ignore anything, because whatever you ignore, it will come back somewhere. Somewhere you will get it. Now, if it's bad footwear, you will destroy your bones, back, knee, hip, maybe even ankles. So I really liked Honnold's idea of risk, because they said that he's crazy, but actually the real crazy people are those who eat McDonald's, who wear modern footwear, because they don't even understand what they're risking. And I totally agree with him, because it's much better if you go to casino and lose money, and you risk it because you know what you are doing, than to just have money at the bank and you lose it due to inflation. You see, it's the same concept everywhere. And that's how I see, if one idea is good, if you can implement one idea in many sections of life, maybe sectors is better word, then it's a good idea. Or at least it's more universal than one that you can apply only to, let's say, climbing or to risk. But yeah, I should just cut this part and post it on Instagram, because it's so true. It's much better if you choose to go to casino and lose money, because I went to casino in a cruise to Caribbean, not to Caribbean, to Bahamas. And I went there, I bet 50 euros and I lost. And I think that's much better than if you just lose money because you don't know how to beat inflation, or you don't have knowledge, or you didn't even choose to do, because at the end you can just relax. Life is going on with or without you. So you can just say, okay, I will not play this game. You are in the game. You can just win or lose. There is no pause button. It's just what will you do? I need to check the whole podcast, because Alex, and also they want to present him as he doesn't feel fear. And he said, I'm just training for 20 years. So of course I'm good, and you adapt. So he said, I'm nothing special. I just trained and I'm very good now, which is incredible. I'm just sad that I didn't go to Olympics, because I also like to train, but I'm not the best at. But maybe I will make the best company switch in the world, when I will change the world to go from this unhealthy money mongering system, when everything is devoted and measured only by money success, to a system where actually the best product wins and people get real life benefits and everything is smart, but not smart in a way that it's connected to computer, because I hate that. But it has some benefits, because there could be just one company for hoodies, because every hoodie is the same. Why we need so many brands? But that's today's problem. I mean, everybody wants to have their own company of hoodies or bottles or whatever is popular, but you didn't do anything for the world. You didn't invent anything. You didn't improve anything. You just created your own. You outsource the production, and that's it. Stupid as it gets. Opa, like. Let's make another like. I don't know how, sometimes I get to 5, 6, I think 6 was the most. 6 likes per one stream. I think that's a lot. But sometimes it doesn't go. I don't know. But like I said, I don't do that for likes. Ow! I need to stop streaming. Fuck! I made the wrong color. Pink is already done, and I created one more pink. Oh my god, you see this? Oh, fuck you. I should make white. And I just need to make one white, and that would be done with whites. Oh, fuck. Okay. You see, when you make mistake, you need to see further. Just don't waste too much life caring about things. Oh my God, you see, because I'm just talking and doing this and look what happened, yeah? That's how life works. Sometimes you lose. If you're not ready, this can happen. Yeah. Now I created one pair that I don't need, but I will lie to myself and I will say there will be definitely order for this pink 36 size. So one day it will be okay. Because now I just wasted time. And I realized that when it was done. Ah, but yeah, what can you do? It happens even to the best. Now I need to finish this. And then I think I will just quit. What's the time? Hey, it's so early. Maybe I will finish with two white. Yeah, no, but then I will need to make just one tomorrow. Now I need to make three tomorrow, so it's better, yeah, I make one today, two today, but three tomorrow. Let's leave something for tomorrow. Only if I would make this present. What's today? Date? 21st. Like, we are collecting likes. 2 already down. It's for free. If you like it, it will change this channel forever. I will become a millionaire. It's easy like that. Oh yeah, and I have straps there. Maybe I should really do that. If I do this today, tomorrow I put all together. Oh, my computer almost went away. What's wrong with this computer? Let's put some computer on. Is there anything worth watching? See if there is some show on YouTube for me, so you're not the only one. After Russia, Iraq joins Iran's fight with US. Wow. Everybody
ticket, but then turned around and spent $30 on a bucket of popcorn and a soda. He smiled and told his companion, "The movie is just the bait, the corn, that's the hook." The next day, he stopped by a small burger joint for lunch. The owner, looking defeated, was sitting at an empty table. "I'm done," the owner said. "My competitor across the street sells burgers for $5. My food cost alone is $4. If I match his price, I only make $1 profit. That's not enough to pay rent. I have to close." The billionaire took a bite of his burger and said, "This burger is actually really good, but your vision is too small. You should sell this burger for $3. The owner looked at him like he was a madman. "It tastes good, so I should drop the price to $3? My cost is $4. At $3, I'd be losing $1 on every single customer. I'll be bankrupt in a week." The billionaire shook his head. "Oh, you'll be rich. Listen to me. Step 1, put a huge sign outside. Best burger in town, only $3. That price is insane. You will have a line around the block. Step 2, train your staff. When people order the burger, they must ask one question. Would you like fries and a soda with that?" The owner was still confused. "So, I'm still losing money on the burger." The billionaire grabbed a napkin and started the math. "Look, you lose $1 on the burger. Fine. But a large soda costs you 5 cents to make. You sell it for $3. That's a $2.95 pure profit. A pack of fries costs you 20 cents. You sell it for $4. That's a $3.80 profit. When a customer buys the full meal, even after losing $1 on the burger, you net a profit of $5.75. Before, you sold burgers for $8 and made $4 profit, but you only had 10 customers a day. Total profit, $40. Now with the $3 burger, you'll have 500 customers a day. 500 customers times $5.75 profit. That's nearly $3,000 a day." The billionaire smiled. "Don't focus on the burger. The burger is just the ticket to get them in the door. The fries and soda, that's your real business." 1 week later, the billionaire drove past the shop. It was packed. The competitor across the street was empty. In the business world, the winner isn't usually the one with the highest price. It's the one who understands where the money is actually hiding. If you're not following the sober lab, you're probably playing the game blindfolded. But if you are, congratulations, you are waking up. A billionaire went to the movies. He bought a $10 ticket, but then turned around and spent $30 on a bucket of popcorn and a soda. He smiled and told his companion, "The movie is just the bait, the corn, that's the hook." The next day, he stopped by a small burger joint for lunch. The owner, looking defeated, was sitting at an empty table. "I'm done," the owner said. "My competitor across the street sells burgers for $5. My food cost alone is $4. If I match his price, I only make $1 profit. That's not enough to pay rent. I have to close." The billionaire took a bite of his burger and said, "This burger is actually really good, but your vision is too small. You should sell this burger for $3. The owner looked at him like he was a madman. "It tastes good, so I dropped the price to $3. My cost is $4. At $3, I'd be losing $1 on every..."
Buona festa.
A chilling new video is sending shockwaves across the Middle East. Paramilitary forces in Iraq have released dramatic footage declaring they are ready to join the war. Not tomorrow, not someday, now.
Now.
These are not weapons displayed in the open desert. The video reveals drones and missiles lined up inside what appears to be an underground weapons city of sorts. Vast tunnels carved beneath the earth, stacked with launch systems and military hardware. Armed fighters move through the cavernous corridors, raising their hands in oath, pledging to punish the enemy. This is not a routine show of force by Iraqi fighters. It is a calculated dare. A signal that Iraq's powerful militias are preparing for a wider conflict, one that could engulf the region. Experts warn Iraq's geography makes it a pivotal pressure point, bordering Jordan and Kuwait and positioned between the Gulf and the Levant, Iraq could become the launch pad, the corridor, or the flashpoint in any expanding war. And the timing is no coincidence. The video emerges as tensions between the United States and Iran climb to dangerous levels. Military deployments are increasing. Naval assets are repositioning. The rhetoric is growing sharper. What once simmered in the shadows now feels perilously close to open confrontation. If Iraq's paramilitary forces step into the fight, the balance could shift overnight. Supply lines could be threatened. Regional allies could be drawn in. Energy markets could shudder. This is more than symbolism. It is psychological warfare aimed at Washington and beyond. Earlier, Moscow issued a stark warning, accusing Washington of playing with fire after a dramatic joint sea drill with Iran, even as the U.S. expands its naval buildup. If this crisis spirals, Russia may not remain just a distant observer.
Russia is drawing a red line and standing firmly beside Iran. Just after joint naval drills with Tehran, Moscow has issued a stark warning to Washington. Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov did not mince words. Lavrov warned that previous strikes on Iranian nuclear sites, facilities under international oversight, carried real risks of triggering a nuclear incident. He stressed that everyone understands this is playing with fire, underscoring just how volatile the situation has become. The warning came as Iran and the United States concluded another round of indirect nuclear talks in Geneva. Diplomacy continues, but so does military signaling. With U.S. forces reviewing and warships deployed near Iranian waters, Moscow's message is unmistakable. Escalation could spiral fast. Lavrov says Russia remains in close contact with Tehran and believes Iran seeks a solution within the nuclear non-proliferation treaty framework, while insisting that any agreement must respect Iran's lawful rights. Regional players, including Gulf nations, are also urging restraint, fearing a confrontation that could destabilize recent diplomatic gains. After high-profile naval drills showcasing coordinated assaults and battlefield readiness, Russia and Iran are projecting unity and resolve. From Moscow to Tehran, the signal to Washington is blunt. Push further, and the consequences may be far-reaching. In a region already on edge, the standoff is no longer just about nuclear talks. It's about power, deterrence, and the risk of a wider conflict. And now, the warning from Moscow echoes loud and clear. This is playing with fire. In the waters of Bandar Abbas, southern
Bandar
Iran,
Abbas.
a high-stakes spectacle unfolded. A roaring display of precision, power, and coordination. Iranian and Russian naval forces staged a daring mock operation, rescuing a hijacked vessel in a show of sheer maritime dominance. From the moment emergency signals flashed across the Bandar Abbas Maritime Rescue
Bandar Abbas.
Operations Center, Iran's SH-3 helicopter and IRGC Bell 412 chopper swept the skies, scanning for threats. On the water,
1 second.
Iran's Alban destroyer, the command ship of the exercise, dispatched combat vessels in flawless synchrony. Then, with split-second timing, Iranian and Russian special forces struck. A combined heliborne and surface assault reclaimed the vessel and captured the pirates. A textbook operation executed with lethal efficiency.
That's unbelievable.
This wasn't just a drill. It was a message,
Loud and clear. So I will make this the other part. This will take me like 1 hour and a half. I got an idea. Instead of creating new molds, I can just put edge 1 millimeter slider and I will just put it higher then. It's not optimal then because it will go over the, but still maybe can be done, maybe.
Мы снимаем самых красивых девушек на Патриках. Нет, только самых красивых.
Мы работаем. Вы работаете. Они работают. And now you try. Я работаю.
Таю.
Ага. Ты работаешь.
Работаешь.
Он
Работает.
она
Работает.
мы
Мы работаем. Работаем.
вы
Работаете.
они
Работают.
отдыхать. Сегодня я отдыхаю. Я отдыхаю. Ты отдыхаешь. Он отдыхает. Она отдыхает. Мы отдыхаем. Вы отдыхаете. Они отдыхают. Now you try. Я
Отдыхаю.
ты
Отдыхаешь.
он
Отдыхаю. Нет, отдыхает.
Она
Отдыхает.
мы
Отдыхаем.
вы
Отдыхаете. Отдыхаете.
они
Отдыхают.
гулять. Они гуляют по парку.
Гуляют по парку.
Я гуляю.
Я гуляю.
Ты
Гуляешь.
гуляешь. Он гуляет. Она гуляет.
Гуляет.
Мы гуляем.
Гуляет.
Вы гуляете.
Гуляет.
Они гуляют. Я гуляю.
Гуляю.
Ага. Ты
Гуляет.
гуляешь. Он. Она
Гуляет.
мы
Гуляем.
вы
Гуляете.
они
Гуляет. Гуляют.
Привет, привет! Как дела? У меня хорошо. Добро пожаловать на урок 7. Я чуть-чуть говорю по-русски. I speak a little bit of Russian. Что мы изучаем сегодня? What are we learning today? How to say in Russian, I speak a little bit of Russian. We will see the pronunciation of the letter E in the words. We will speak about the present tense of verbs of the second conjugation. If you haven't seen my video about the first conjugation, please start with that one. And today we will learn 3 more new verbs. We start as always with a story. История. А потом правила. А потом практика. I want to prepare you for the story, giving you some verbs. Говорить. To speak, to talk. Помнить. Remember. Смотреть. Watch. Now listen to a story. Послушай историю. Don't worry if you don't understand everything. Не беспокойся, если ты понимаешь не все. We will translate it later. Потом мы переведем. So Kata talks to our John and she says, Привет, Джон. Как дела? Как урок? John answers, Плохо. Почему? Что случилось? Преподаватель говорит по-русски. Он не говорит по-английски. А я не понимаю. Это только первый урок. Сейчас ты в России. Ты много слушаешь и говоришь. Ты быстро выучишь русский. Да, я много слушаю и говорю. Но я мало понимаю и помню. Катя, что ты делаешь сегодня вечером? Давай переведем. Let's translate. Привет, Джон. Как дела? Как урок? How are you? How is the lesson? Плохо. Bad. So here you have this question word, как. Как means how, and you can use it as different nouns to make up all kinds of different questions. For example, как урок? How is your lesson? Как работа? How is your work? Как жизнь? How's life? Плохо. Почему? Что случилось? Почему? Why? Что случилось? What happened? Преподаватель говорит по-русски. The teacher speaks Russian. Он не говорит по-английски. He doesn't speak English. Я не понимаю. I don't understand. Это только первый урок. It's just the first lesson. Сейчас ты в России. Now you're in Russia. Ты много слушаешь и говоришь. You listen a lot and you speak a lot. Ты быстро выучишь русский. You will learn Russian fast. Только. Only. Первый. The first. Now here we have this word много. Katya says, ты слушаешь много. You listen a lot. Много, a lot, many, much. Мало, little, few. Ты быстро выучишь русский. Быстро, fast. Медленно, slowly. And John says, да, я много слушаю и говорю, но я мало понимаю и помню. Yes, I listen and speak a lot, but I understand little, and I remember little. And then John asks, Katya, что ты делаешь сегодня вечером? Katya, what are you doing tonight? So probably John is trying to ask Katya out. In the next episode, in the next lesson, we're gonna find out what she answers. That's all with the dialect, and now let's see the rule. Today, we will see in our dialect some pronunciation, произношение, grammar, грамматика, and new words, новые слова. Okay, we will start with the pronunciation, произношение. По-английски and жизнь. The same letter, but is the sound the same? Listen. По-английски жизнь. It does sound different, right? Listen to more examples. Италия. Жизнь. Цирк. Машина. So in the first word, Italia, it does sound like E. Like in English, in the word see. But in these three words, жизнь, цирк, машина, it sounds more like in the word live. Жизнь, цирк, машина. Do you remember our E sound? Let's see some examples. Кинотеатр. Библиотека. Итальянец. Итальянка. Магазин. Книга. Станция. Цифра. Жизнь. Жираф. Мыши. Суши. Now, why do you think I read it as E in the first case and as E in the second? Pay attention to the consonants before the E in the second column. Right, there are only three consonants, after which I'm going to read E as an E. And they are S, J, Sh. Now listen to the words and repeat with me. Кинотеатр. Библиотека. Итальянец. Итальянка. Магазин. Книга. Станция. Цифра. Жизнь. Жираф. Мыши. Суши. Great, and now some grammar. Грамматика. In our dialect, there are two verbs of the second conjugation. Which ones? Right, говорить and помнить. So, говорит, говоришь, говорю, помню. Let's see how we change these verbs. So, преподаватель говорит по-русски. Он не говорит по-итальянски. Ты много говоришь. Я много говорю и мало помню. Let's try to compile our table. What are the missing forms? Я говорю, я помню. Ты говоришь. Он, она говорит. Мы. Well, we don't have the plural forms, but I'm going to help you out here. So what happens is we have the verb говорить. Now, you see that we have our endings that are added to the base of the verb. In this case, in the second conjugation, we're going to eliminate not only t, but also e. Eat. And now the endings will be you, ish, eat, им, eating, яд or at. Let's see. Мы говорим. Вы говорите. Они говорят. So this will be the basic endings in the second conjugation. Let's try to add them to the verb помнить. Я помню. Помнишь. Он помнит. Мы помним. Вы помните. Они помнят. And now, I'm going to give you the verb of the second conjugation, and I want you to add the endings in this case. Смотреть. So what we do? Right. First, we eliminate yet. We don't need it. We need only the base of the verb, смотр. And now, я смотрю. Ты смотришь. Он смотрит. Вы смотрите. Они, да, смотрят. If you want to have practice with more verbs with me, go to my complete course. Very good. But now, the question. Which words belong to the second conjugation? So the verbs that belong to the second conjugation are usually verbs that finish with it, like говорить and помнить. Some verbs that have typical endings of the first conjugation, like yet, actually belong to the second one, but there are not so many verbs like this. In this lesson we saw one, смотреть. The rest of them are of the advanced level, and you're probably not going to use them now at this stage of your learning process. But I'm still going to give you a list of them. So the verbs that finish with it but belong to the second type of conjugation are вертеть, видеть, ненавидеть, зависеть, терпеть, обидеть. And only 4 verbs that finish in "at" belong to the second type of conjugation, because you remember usually verbs finishing with "at" are of the first conjugation. So the 4 verbs that are of the second are гнать, дышать, держать, слушать. Now you can download a PDF with all the rules and endings in my complete video course. Click on the link below. А теперь новые слова. Новые слова. In our dialect, there are some Russian adverbs. Russian adverbs usually finish with "о". Can you find these words? Right. Много. Быстро. Мало. Let's see some of the Russian adverbs. As you remember, adverbs describe actions. Быстро. Медленно. Студенты читают медленно. По-русски. Говорить по-русски. Марко не говорит по-русски. Говорить. To speak. Говорить по-русски. To speak Russian. Pay attention that we use this "по" only with some verbs when you use language as an instrument. So, for example, I speak using the tool, using the language. Я говорю по-русски. You can also use this "по" when you say I write using Russian. Я пишу по-русски. And I read in Russian. Я читаю по-русски. But if you use language not as a tool, but as an object, then you don't need to use this tool. For example, я изучаю русский язык. I learn the Russian language. It's not my tool, it's the object which I direct my action to. In a similar way, we say по-английски. Говорить по-английски. Петр не говорит по-английски. Петр doesn't speak English. Хорошо, а теперь викторина. And now our quiz. Викторина, quiz. First, I'd like to review what we saw in this lesson. So we saw how to say in Russian. I speak Russian a little bit. Я чуть-чуть говорю по-русски. Чуть-чуть. So, я чуть-чуть говорю по-русски. We saw different kinds of pronunciation of the letter E. You normally say it as E in the word see, but sometimes it sounds more like after the consonants ц, ж, ш. Цирк, жизнь, мыши. We saw the present tense of the verbs of the second conjugation. Do you remember? Я говорю. Ты говоришь. Он
Говорит.
говорит. Мы говорим. Вы говорите. Они говорят. And we learned 3 new verbs with you. They are говорить, to speak, помнить, to remember, and смотреть, to watch. Ну что, вопрос 1. Question number 1. What is the Russian for?
Я говорю по-английски.